Hello, everyone. Hello. This is your girl, Nala F.A. And I am coming to you with Libra season. Happy birthday to all of my Libras. This is just a kickoff, guys, okay? Really, this is setting us up for the readings for the month of October. We are getting things balanced. I hope everyone has been well. Shout out to BB. I see you, girl. Thank you so much for holding me down, honey. I'm going to get with you here real soon, too. I hope y'all are doing well. Okay, seeing some progress or at least some kind of way, okay, to find balance. Okay. I'm going to kick off with a general read, and then I'm going to go Libra to Virgo. Happy birthday, Libras, again. Early birthday, happy birthday, or even belated birthday for some of you Libra cuspers. I will be bringing the cusp readings in for October as well, so look out for those, okay? This is just me showing my love, returning, and doing our monthly due diligence. If I don't get to you having a main reading, I do so many readings, and I do them in kind of a catalog format. So even if you don't get a personal reading for your sun, moon, rising that month, when I'm doing these sort of readings, whether it's a general or all overview, there's a lot that's there for you, okay? The reason I say this is going to be a quick read is because I'm off camera. Okay, I'm going to be giving the energies. I will be returning with an all signs reading, which I will be on the camera, as I am trying, child, to produce these individual readings. Okay, and so I hope that you get your individual reading this month. Okay, and also, if you are looking for that, again, I love feedback. Okay. Thank you for those who comment. Queen Britt, I saw you out there, and thumbs up the videos. And thank you for those who have recently subscribed. When you comment, you let me know who's rocking with me. And that allows me to put a priority on getting that individual reading out. There are just a lot of changes, okay, that are happening, and I'm trying to find balance too. Okay, my goal is to be more active on YouTube, but we have to balance things in other areas, and it makes it so rewarding when I know those who are interested in me translating the messages. Okay, um, what sign you are, okay? And if you'd like to see more of that, okay? I try to get around to everyone, even in my all signs readings. Um, and so we'll do better with getting those monthly readings out and give you that quality too. And if I can do a quality reading for a few signs and then a quality all signs reading, I'm good with that. But your feedback is what drives me to provide you the things you want. So a closed mouth don't get fed, in other words, okay? So don't be shy. Hit me up, ask questions, even challenge me in the comments, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get into Libra season. Again, I'm going to start with Libra and go around to Virgo because it is your birthday month. And Libra, you will be getting your monthly. That's non-negotiable. And you will be getting the bonus love reading like I did for Virgo. Each sign is guaranteed that in their birthday month. Okay. I have learned to, you know, work with what I got, child. Let me get a little sip. Let me take a little sip. All right. Woo. I like to freeze my water, and right before it freezes, like right before the core of it freezes, crush it on the outside or break out the ice on the outside to act like ice inside the water for me. It's weird. Don't, I don't know. Okay. I don't know, child. Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into Libra season general. And then after general, again, we're going to go Libra through Pisces. And the purpose, this is an overview reading. So again, that goes back to my point. If you don't get an individual reading, you do get an overview reading. And a couple of them, and especially when I do readings for transits, like we just did the Mars in retrograde in Aries, those are gems. When I do readings like that, which I will be doing this go around, I will be doing the full moon reading. This full moon is something else. Okay, this full moon, you will get a full moon. So again, you're going to get an overview today for the month of October, y'all, and I'm going to come back and do the full moon. So if you don't get your individual reading, you got 2 general readings. Okay. And BB, I love you. Man, love you, girl, because she puts the timestamps. So even if you don't come in when it's live, you gonna get what you need, okay? And you get my wisdom and my translation of the energies that may present themselves. And you can't listen, can't ask for more than that, okay? So, well, you could, and I'm asking you to actually too, but you know, I want you guys to be able to engage and feel comfortable doing so, and understand that when I know that something is needed, I'm there to deliver. Okay? So hit me up in those comments, thumbs up this video, share it, and we're finna get into the general month. This is for the collective of committee members on Nala Ife Tarot, and also Nala Ife Talks Live. What may come up for us collectively, okay, overall. Okay, the first card out we got was refusing to see. Okay, let's talk. Refusing to see. Some of us, this is a season of balance, okay, or that's how we could effectively, there's many ways you can use that, okay. Some of us don't want to see some things, and that's perfectly fine. Like, if you need time to download, I'm getting, for some of us on a collective level, you got the heart chakra card came up. Okay. On a collective level, we're refusing to see because we have to download something. Our firmware officially needs an upgrade. Okay. And the place collectively that can be the most effective is the heart chakra. I think people are trying to see through logic. We are in Libra season, and Libra's an air sign, okay? Rules the 7th house of relationships. It is the ability to build relationships, to communicate in relationships, and to provide representation verbally via knowledge and understanding, okay, to some aspect, and appreciation of the relationship and maintaining harmony and peace. We also have the Ace of Cups. So for some of us, we're refusing to see the love of our life. Okay, we're refusing to see the love of our life, whatever that is. You can fall in love, okay? Love is not in a box, everybody. Love is not in a box. Shout out to Tanisha. Shout out to Lovely Kai. Love is not in a box. We have control and we have awaiting results, okay? So collectively, and then clarity of beliefs, that's the Ace of Swords, okay? We're not seeing the things that we can bring or we can fall in love with. And we're awaiting something. The Seven of Pentacles. This control card is standing out to me. Some of us trying to damn control some shit. Oh, is that so? What we trying to control, baby? When we are refusing to see something. I'm trying to see something. You trying to see something too with these results. We trying to see something with these results. But some of us are really not taking the time that we need to take to see the blockages that we impose on ourselves before we even get out into this world. Okay? You can honor love and falling in love without it necessarily being in the way that it is romanticized to us. What Spirit just told me, and Spirit pulled my edges, okay? Spirit just told me as I'm channeling this message, how can you produce the love of your life in someone else if you can't produce the love of your life elsewhere with things that are of your creation? So by honoring the love of your creation fully, seeing things for what they are, learning what makes them unique, that is maybe possibly what we need to do as a collective, myself included, to then have things mirror back to us. You know, people say, you know, I want to see you in a different light. And since we're in Libra season, I have Libra in my 5th house. So I know about the importance of first impressions, even though I may not exercise some of those, that knowledge, you know, it's just, it is what it is. I'm on my journey in learning about myself, and just like you. Okay. But one thing I do know is, in order to produce a light, in order to signal to someone else, let's talk about it in a relationship scope, you have to make sure that the light that you're shining, I guess, and this is a message for us all again, and not make sure, but be conscious of, right? If the light that you are shining and bringing signals in, you got to understand from what place that is, and that may be collectively what we're refusing to see. Okay, we see this even down to in our politics. Everything from your mundane life to, you know, on the micro to what's on the macro, understand that right now you're in mind, potentially, if you vibe with this message, okay? If it seems important to you in your life, right? You know, you want to shine that heart chakra, because even if you have to stand for something through the heart chakra, we do not operate in a place of fear. So then we can see things for what they are. We can speak candidly and tell the damn truth. But by us doing it from a place first where we love ourselves enough to speak up, but we also have some love for who we're speaking to. we are diplomatic in our ways to ensure that we speak in the same language, in other words, and that you understand that what I'm saying is not to harm you. What I'm saying is to get a greater understanding of you and what matters, because this is what matters to me. You know, that's what we have control of in our personal life. But understand that on a greater scale, these people that are in places and high places maybe are lacking clarity. No, maybe to it are definitely lacking clarity, and that rolls downhill. Okay, and it's in their decision making, business, laws that are being signed. Okay, in which one is trying to control the love or the favor. Okay, on a world stage. Okay, and they do so because they're refusing to see, and they don't want you to. They don't see the vibration of the all, because they do hear what it's like, lost in a control vibration. Okay, so overall, it's important for us to exercise clarity. Okay, and if we do it individually and in our lives, and if we walk with that clarity, that balance in that heart chakra, then that sends a vibration, because self-love, okay, will not allow for excess and control of others. So the more that we collectively exercise that self-love in our approach to see ourselves, then we see anything that's working behind the scenes, and the vibration and the awareness disables and diffuses the global plan of control. Okay. Okay. Libra season. So a lot of people gonna be politicking. Let's translate that and break that shit down to just basic terms. A lot of people gonna be politicking. A lot of things that you will be drawn to and will expend a lot of your focus and your damn energy on this month will be to distract you and pacify you in a way. And it's a means to have control. But spiritually, if we raise our vibrations, we understand who we are, and we begin the process of activating, then we restore balance, or we start the process of restoring balance on the planet. And our keynotes say we start because in order for balance to be restored on the planet, there is going to be a reset. Okay, and the best that you can do vibrationally, because vibrationally will send you to locations. Vibrationally, you know what to do, you know where to move, when to stop fucking with certain people, right? What to buy into, what you give your attention to. You become more conscious about where you're giving your attention to, and not allowing your life to be puppeteered. Okay, So that's a global message. That's a global message right now. Okay. Um, the biggest thing is clarity. I'm seeing. So let's go ahead. We're gonna start with Libra. I didn't mean to get on to a rant, but I just couldn't help it because, you know, I can feel it. You can feel it. We can feel it. We can feel the suppression of our higher self, or the attempts to suppress our higher self. We can feel people attempting to normalize an experience that they, meaning these could be globalists, these could be elitists or whatever. We can feel that it's we're so close. We can feel the ties changing. Everything works in accordance with law. So things you're not going to be able to change some things. They're just predestined. We're going someplace, right? I was taking a sip. But to ensure that you're not out here so spiritually drained in a time right now, you have to be smart. I'm not saying it's going to change the course of things. What I'm saying is that it's a way to shield yourself and be able to get to high ground when it starts to flood, to find stability when it's quaking, okay? To have a life raft when the dam breaks, okay? I'm just saying. But that's on some world news shit, you know? That's if you not balanced and you not getting your balance right now spiritually, you won't hear the trumpets when they blow. You won't hear the signals, and you won't get the downloads and the signs to let you know it's time to move, or it's time to act. It's time to make these kind of moves to ensure, as you go through this life journey and how these 20s are going to change us, you won't be able to get those downloads about how you can sustain yourself financially. The innovation, you won't have access to that. And it's like being caught by surprise by sudden events. We have to remember, we're in Libra season, but we have Uranus in Taurus. Taurus is the physical foundation. Uranus is sudden change. Okay? So when you're looking even down to your romantic love relationships, okay? Is that relationship that you're in, or the community that you are building with this person or persons, is it agile enough to go through changes and still maintain forward motion? Will you be able to reach the destination? And how much flexibility are you able to produce? Okay? And we can't rely on people to tell us. It absolutely has to come from inside. And you can't, when we got to get that clarity. Because if you in a situation right now, in love relationships, you out there dating, or you're looking at certain jobs, if you are looking to get into certain industries, this is a good time to ask yourself, does this bring balance to my life? And can I maintain balance with this through the storms and through the changes that are coming? And vibrationally, do we balance each other out? Not where I'm at or where I was, but where I want to be, you know? And so that's really the message I got there for the collective. Child, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go too far with that. Let's go ahead and get on to the messages. Let's get Libra through Virgo. Libra through Virgo. Libra through Virgo. Libra through Virgo. Okay. Libra, happy birthday. Libra, you are being asked to speak this month with sincerity. Okay? You're being asked to speak with sincerity. This can come many ways. We just talked about this. That even if you have to say something that jolts somebody, they can definitely tell the difference, right? If it's coming from your heart or if it's coming from a place that is, not to be trusted, right? Speaking with sincerity, no matter whether it is favorable or if it is your grievances, is a place from which you will be able to have power this month, it feels like. Okay? Okay. You have the Justice card. So my Libras are in here because your card came up. You got the Justice card and Judgment. Okay? And Six of Pentacles. And y'all know I coined the Six of Pentacles, my Virgo Libra card. Okay? And it can talk about bringing balance from giving and taking. Okay? Some of y'all Libras are going to have an uncomfortable conversation with somebody. Okay? About what it is that you want straight up. Okay? The Judgment card is here. Either you, Libra, or someone that you're dealing with wants a second chance. It is time for you to speak with sincerity and speak with your peace. This is where we achieve balance with the Six of Pentacles and with the Eight of Pentacles. Okay? We can get to work. What I'm going to say real quick, Libra, is what could block you is if you don't stand on your principles because you may be focusing emotionally on a loss or afraid that you will receive a loss. So this right here is kind of like, it's not so much self-protection as much as it is self-acknowledgement. Acknowledgement of your wisdom and applying that wisdom with any of your dealings. Okay? Okay? Libra, I want Spirit also leads here that in your work, try not to be very sharp. Okay? You have the energy of the judge on this. Okay? But it can there could be harsh judgments. Okay? Harsher judgments than what's necessary either towards you or you making those judgments. All right? And that's where the sincerity has to come in, because the sincerity offers some sort of rebuttal or an answer, right? In other words, if you're hurt about the shit in the relationship, speak with sincerity about that, and speak with sincerity about what you believe the person got the ability to do or don't. If you may have a return person, speak about what you believe about yourself and them. Okay? This time you are not afraid of loss. or being alone. You speak as though you know that if this doesn't work out, you got something else that's greater and better. And you standing in your self-respect too. This could also show up on the workplace as well. Be able and give yourself permission and license to speak with. It's not demanding something. It's not speaking with aggression. It's not speaking with demands. It's speaking with sincerity. Sincerity also will let people know exactly where they stand and what your perception is, and they understand, again, this is my perception based on who I am. Help me understand something different. Is it? Otherwise, I ain't having that shit. No, I'm not taking on more than I can handle. I'm not gonna continue to give and not receive. Okay? That's gonna be very critical. But again, this is not speaking with, again, I have to stress this, Libra, because Libra, you represent the Queen of Swords. This is not speaking with like what is the word that I'm looking for? With contempt in your heart, right? The heart is balanced. It understands, and and your perception is very wide to why you may even be in a circumstance, whether it's with work or personal. Your heart understands that. You even understand why some other people act the way they do. You that vast emotionally and spiritually this month. So tap into your richness there, and do not and feel free to speak with sincerity, and not feel like you're going to lose friends, or you're going to piss somebody off, or you're going to let people down. Somebody needs to understand who you are evolving into, okay? And it's time for you to represent yourself for who you are now. Okay? I love you, Libra. All right, we're going to move on. Scorpio, this month, it says here that I affirm that all life is sacred. Okay? I affirm all life is sacred. Scorpio, you will be connecting the dots on a lot of things that were unclear to you this month. Or further, not so much unclear to you, but unclear even to others. You will show how each piece and each person, each party played an essential role in how things are. Okay? Be confident this month. If you have boundaries that are healthy, you will have the opportunity this month to reinforce. You may have a sense of security here. Okay? Spiritually is what I'm picking up. Okay? Some of you, honestly, will, it's almost like some of you is almost it's like wielding. Some of you have super receptors this month if you fall under Scorpio energy. Okay? And don't be surprised if you're having moments in which it's almost like you are in another another like dimension, like dimensional changes. And what I mean by that is it's almost like you're able to see past beyond the veil, but you're able to digest the the Akashic records. This crazy for somebody, I don't know. Okay. Some of you are very protective right now. Okay, very protective. Okay, you have the Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, King of Wands, and then the Eight of Pentacles. You have help and you have assistance, okay? It's something that you've been waiting for a very long time. On the material, in the material world, this could be a job, honey. This could be money. This could be your business, okay? Something you've been working quite some time for is starting to work for you, and you expect some traction, some positive traction, okay? This month is very favorable for, I would say, light dating, okay? Light dating. Please open up any of your avenues. It's a lot of love energy. You got the wheel, the Page of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Cups, honey. Okay, so some of y'all got, with this Ace of Cups and this Ace of Wands, both men and women of the Scorpio energy, you have some new beginnings. Okay, new starts. And whatever you were holding on from the old world, you are going to be releasing this month, okay? For some of you who were, you know, struggling with opening up for love, this month is going to be something else. In the love department, okay? It looks like with work, you will need to slow down a little bit and maybe book some vacation time. But I think that you're going to really be feeling yourself. You really going to be feeling yourself sexually. This may be reaffirming the relationship that you already have. Okay, very passionate. Or in this month, okay, you meet someone with this type of energy. That's the energy that's floating around with Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising. How that manifests in your life, that's different for each person. But what I'm saying is that you got some new starts coming. And it's almost like you coming into balance, that everything works in accordance to with the universe, right? Based on who you are and all the players, it has to be balanced. Everything is coming together. I think Scorpio is going to be able to make that Libra season really work for you. Okay? Really work for you. Okay? This is going to be especially strong if you are a cusp between Libra and Scorpio. If you have those two energies kind of rotating in your birth chart. Things are coming full circle for you, Scorpio. And I love to see it. And where Libra may be the official that we're looking at, and they I know maybe to it, they are setting and trailblazing on what's balanced and what is going to be tolerated and what isn't. Okay, you on the other hand are coming into an understanding of manifestation And everything that you worked hard for definitely is not in vain. If you worked hard on getting yourself together for your love life, it's gonna pan out. You worked hard in your career, it's gonna pan out. Okay? We all have challenges, but this is a great month for you, Scorpio. Okay? Great month for you and for Libra. I have to say that because I think I have quite a bit of Libra Scorpio energies. And this is a great month for you, especially if you're on the cusp or if you have these two energies, to reaffirm yourself, but also see things come into fruition, whether you are attracting it or you are the one being attracted to it. Okay? Much love, Scorpio. All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you have listened to opposing opinions. Okay? So for the month of October in Libra season, and really October shared with Scorpio season 2, which is, I guess, why I had to kind of double back on that message. For you, Sagittarius, I have the message, I listen to opposing opinions. Okay? And it's like, instead of it being a war of roses, why don't we just take the many different variations and make a bouquet? Make an arrangement. Okay? So that's going to be major for those of you who fall under the sign of Sagittarius. I listen to opposing opinions. Now, whether you take that on is you neither here nor there, right? However, if it widens your scope and improves your faculty of understanding what your partner needs, or even understanding more of your needs or what the world has to offer, and what you and how you fit into it and what you have to offer, okay? There's something here of a promise of a broadening of your perspective, okay? Almost like a deepening. For some of you, if you are going, I mean, no matter what you're doing, okay, this is going to be very successful. You're going to be inspired by different opinions, okay? So don't be afraid to be opposed either, in other words. Don't be afraid to stand in your truth and speak your truth. But just like you value your truth, really, really give time or credence to the truth of others, okay? Because there's a promise of a blend here, or a widening again of one's awareness, okay? All right, Libra season ain't bringing too. I mean, it's not too bad. It's shaping up pretty good. So let's look at let me break down Sagittarius real quick. Ace of Swords, Four of Cups, Three of Wands, the Fool card. I'm going to say this right here. This month, try not to, again, I can't say this any more clear. Try not to be so quick to reject something, okay? You may feel the need to reject something, okay? Some of you really feel, Sagittarius, this month that you want your opportunities to come in. It's crazy because I'm seeing the Ace of Swords, and this is that clarity, something being cut off and crystal clear, okay? I'm seeing a rejection from you, Sagittarius, and you turning your back on something, and you wanted to take a leap of faith with the Fool card. But then when I look at the contents of it, What it's saying is not to indulge so much into your own whims, because without seeing those opposing opinions, you may not be able to see, or if you're rejecting ideas or rejecting even your lover, for instance, and it's for somebody out here that's in the streets, your goal was to take a leap of faith and to have freedom. But with the devil card, the 8 of Cups, the devil card, and then the 5 of Cups, it's like that leap of faith actually puts you back into some sort of, or taking this blind leap, only going off of your perspective, continues to lock you into a certain type of vibration. And this could also mean that Jupiter, your ruling planet Sagittarius, is in Capricorn. So if you jump off something at this time, okay, and you're using it, the Sagittarius lucky razzle dazzle with the Magician card. If it's not well thought out at this time, it's almost like it restricts you and constricts you even more. So please try not to be single-minded this month, okay? There are gems I'm getting. Let me look into this. That's in those opposing opinions or arguments that again add more depth, more pixels to the overall picture that you may be missing. Okay, and if you do so, you could avoid potentially like being frustrated or blocked again. Okay. I mean, I don't know if this makes any sense to you, but Sagittarius, you definitely want to consider both sides, okay? This month, you want to look at, if you have anything that's important, you want to look over there. You want to probably ask for opinions from people who are unbiased, right? And are able to be objective, okay? And because this fares very well for you. If the more open you are, the more versatile you are, the Ace of Pentacles popped up. These bring opportunities. Those opportunities can be numerous of things. Okay? It could be opportunities for love. It could be opportunities for work. It could be opportunities for advancement, knowledge, awareness, education, everything. It could be the proper, like the right amount of refinement that ensures that you are able to be the free person you are, but you are able to then help us understand, or your intelligence, because you're able to break it down. It's almost like you get put up on something, and once you get put on to the idea, because you're listening to other opinions that are outside of your own, you get put onto a greater knowledge of your beliefs and the other beliefs and how they work in accordance with one another, and how to work with that energy. Okay, it's true alchemy. So try not to be stubborn. Okay, to have one way in, it could lead to some setbacks. Okay, because you're due to have expansion. It's just, it needs to be done right, and in order for it to be done right, I know I'm repeating myself, you got to look at things from another person's perspective. All right. Okay. Much love to you, Satchel. I hope that made sense to you. That was the best way I could interpret it, child. Okay. That's going to be major. Also, real quick, a quick message for you. Don't leap into another relationship. If you want to be single from your partner, then be single from your partner. But if you are messing with someone who's leaping from you to somebody else, then that's going to be a disaster, okay? If you are leaving somebody in favor of somebody else, meaning that it's not for your favor, it's like the grass is greener, be careful, okay? Be careful this month, all right? Because what you may find is that situation is a lot more controlling and a lot more imbalance, and it may be it may not be that it's controlling. I'm going to use a better set of words. It's not that it's controlling, because when we see the devil card, this is not oftentimes someone who's standing over you, controlling you. These are things that you willingly are controlled by. You know what I'm saying? So if you are trying to raise your frequency, understand that if you there's a there's an energy of really kind of falling off if you become weak to your inclinations, okay? So if someone comes to you and they say, I see where you're going with this, but you may want to reconsider this. Think about that, because again, with Jupiter in fucking Capricorn, Sagittarius. I mean, I know I'm saying this over and over again. I gotta get it out. I gotta get it out. No shortcuts. Okay, that's the best way I can say it. No shortcuts. Do it the way it was intended. Okay, and that it will bring your expansion. Okay, and that may be your read for for the next however long before Jupiter comes out of Capricorn. All right. I think that this is really the theme until then, until Jupiter moves into Aquarius. No shortcuts, and listen to wisdom when it comes in, right? Because it's not about the person who's giving the wisdom. It's about if you asked and it came through somebody. They're just a vessel. The message that you heard, though, was loud and clear. It's not a reflection of the person who said it. It's the fact that it was said to you or you picked up on that. All right? Okay? Okay, next up, Capricorn. I converse with awareness. Okay, Capricorn? I converse with awareness. Let me take a sip here. Capricorn. Capricorn, it's time for you to see something. Okay? Some of y'all got your blinders on. Some of us got our blinders on. Okay? And it's time for you to have a conversation with how you feel, what you think, what you want for the future, what's happening right now, and have awareness of what you're doing, how you thinking, if you're making moves out of fear, if you're making moves out of necessity, or if you feel empowered or you have conviction in what you say and what you do. Okay? This is about being aware of how you receive information, your feelings. Okay? This is a conversation with your higher self, your inner self. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Magician. We have the Lover's card. We have the Knight of Cups and the Chariot. Okay? Capricorn, you might be willingly... Listen, the Eight of Swords, this is something that you can pull out. And I laughed a little bit because I got the Eight of Swords for the Mars retrograde in Aries for you. And this is as it may seem simple, but as simple as it is, sometimes it can be difficult. But Capricorn, this is about fear of using your gifts. Okay? You too are trying to do something a different kind of way. Okay? And within your comfort zone. And this limits you. It limits your magic. And it's time. Libra season is bringing to you the opportunity to pull yourself out of your blindfolds, your blinders. Again, that Eight of Swords. This right here, Capricorn, Mars then retrograded. And I don't think that you realize how important Mars is for a sign like you. Okay? And I think that you are going to learn to appreciate that inner drive in yourself a lot more. Mars retrograde for you, Capricorn, because you already have Saturn, you already got Jupiter, you have Pluto. But the Mars retrograde for you is all on your inner drive. Okay? If you're trying to be comfortable, it's making you uncomfortable trying to be comfortable. Okay, Capricorn? It's making you uncomfortable trying to be comfortable. You might as well just go and break through. Take your blinders off and really see things for what they are. Okay? This month gives you the ability with the Magician card, the Lover's card, the Knight of Cups, and the Chariot. Forward motion. You got to give yourself permission to not sit in victim mentality. Okay? Literally, you are, like, thanks to Libra season, Capricorn, you are, like, I know I'm sounding very mundane, like very monotone right now, but this is a critical time for you, and you are going through a transformation, and you coming through it fiercely for some of my Capricorns. But some of you Capricorns are struggling. Okay? Some of you don't quite understand your value. Some of you don't even understand what to do with some things. And it's all in your thoughts. So, it's all in the anxiety. And I'm going to tell you right now, that anxiety ain't doing you no good. You have opportunity for real growth, real life-changing growth. And this is not coming from you having to be vulnerable. This is coming from you believing in yourself. It really is. Very valuable. Now, Capricorn, You may receive some feedback, okay? You got some feedback coming in. And as harsh as that feedback might be, temper that with your awareness. This is not about taking abuse off of anyone. This is about constructive criticism. And it really will come from a place of love, okay? Because you got energies surrounding you that believe in you and have seen you do you, okay? And so people won't be maybe so sensitive to if you're whining or talking about what limits you. People not going to be that sensitive with you now, okay? It might be an interaction that you have that somebody cut you down a little bit. I'm just going to keep it real with you, okay? You can avoid this because this is tarot. It's not set in stone. You are the master of your life, and this is for anyone, okay? But this is looking at the energies that are around you. And understand that these energies exist when you step out of your feelings and you step out of your individual experience and you see things from a mile high view. You see that the energies out in the universe are conspiring you to give you what you asked for. But if it has to come through a vessel that's not going to mince words with you, then so be it. It might be a Cancer. You got Gemini on the board, major Gemini, because you got the Magician, the Lovers. You got Virgo on the board. You got Knight of Swords. You got the Chariot here, and Knight of Cups. It's coming. It's with love. You've been fucking off. Some of my Capricorns, I'm gonna keep it real with you, baby. Some of y'all been fucking off your energy. Some of you have been submissive to something or giving to an energy that does not serve you. And so these messages, for some of you, it may hurt your feelings. For some of you, it may make you feel weird because somebody offering you love, okay? In that way. It may feel weird to you because somebody else is able to see your weakness. But the vessel that it comes through, it was being sent by the energy you put in motion when you prayed or you meditated or you asked for help from the universe, God, whoever, to help you come out of whatever has been limiting, like your limiting thoughts and anxiety. And though this may come to you and it may sound harsh and it may knock you down a peg or two, that wasn't the intent. So anybody coming to you with the intent, then you can just take the message. But what I'm seeing is someone coming with the intent for you to see your greatness. Okay? Or this is how spirit is going to send messages to you, and they're not going to let up. So basically, if you go and move out here acting like you don't got no control over things and you are a victim of circumstance, you are going to be reminded every single time of how you contribute to your own sense of like the lack of self-worth. Okay? You will be reminded every time from the universe through people and circumstances that you have something greater that you are standing in the way of. And you will get so damn tired of this repeating theme, Capricorn, this month, that you ain't got no other choice but to come out of this stupid shit and start seeing your gifts and start putting together yourself and aligning yourself with your fortune. Okay? Got the Ace of Cups after the Ten of Swords. The Ace of Cups after the Ten of Swords. The Two of Wands. Okay? This is a major for Capricorn. Do not play yourself. Okay? There is not a mountain for you that's too tall or too wide that you can't scale and overcome. Okay, in other words, all right. Much love. I know I stayed on there for a while, but I just need to drown that in because again, I don't have the individual videos, y'all. And this is the kickoff, and we got individual videos coming up. All right. And just in case you don't get your individual monthly reading, I want you to get a message here, whether it applies to your love life, your work life, or even your journey to growing, whatever it is that you came here for. I hope that you're able to get what you need. Okay. Hey there, Nicole Jones. What's going on? All right. We have next Aquarius. I live in truth. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. Make sure you like, thumbs up, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Not only to Nala Ife Tarot, but also Nala Ife Talks Live. Okay. I have 2 channels here on YouTube. All right. This is the overview for Libra season. If you're just now coming in, we started with Libra and we're going all around and we're ending with Virgo. Okay. Right now we are on Aquarius, and Aquarius got I live in truth. Okay. I live in truth. I told Aquarius, I think in the Mars retrograde, or was it the Virgo season? I think it was the Virgo season reading. I don't think I got around to Aquarius this monthly. I apologize for that, Aquarius. But we saw that you were playing with reality, okay? And playing with manifestations and playing with energies, okay? Stepping out of your comfort zone, okay? And doing different things and approaching things different ways just to see the response you would get, okay? And so I live in truth right now. You're coming off very balanced and logical. There may be a theme in your life over the next month where people come to you for advice, okay? And one thing I can say is be a little patient, okay, with that, because you have some wisdom to share. This also, too, means that you're going to be downloading a lot of things that you maybe weren't clear on. A lot of us are, okay? So welcome to the party. But with you, I think that you're due to learn some things that may even shock you this month, okay? All right. So we have the Empress. We have the Chariot, the Three of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, okay? And the Ace of Pentacles, all right? This is a major, I mean, even if you are not a tarot card savant, you can understand just what I'm saying right here. The Empress, okay, for some of you, pregnancy, okay, but on a vibrational level where we are including all forms of fertility, okay? Very fertile month for growth, okay? Something that you've been waiting for with this Three of Wands, because you got the Chariot behind you. So you're not turning your back on something. You literally are moving forward. You may have experienced a little bit of a slow up, and you had to wait for the next thing to come in, and it may have taken a while, but it's here, okay? So this is forward motion. This is a lot of confidence, okay? We have the Queen of Wands here. We have the Queen of Swords, and we do have the Four of Swords, okay? So this is a time to be very meditative, okay? Meditate. I'm going to say is a really, really good form of being able to channel positive frequencies. Okay. I want you to also pay attention to the theme. Now, Capricorn, for some of you who have Capricorn in your chart or just are on the cusp between Capricorn and Aquarius, Capricorn was not able to see how to move forward, to use the gifts. Aquarius, which comes after Capricorn, is the progression of the experience. So what this says to me is that you broke through the experience that Capricorn is having right now for yourself in some place. You could have did it last month. You could have did it 3 months ago. But there was a place that you too were stuck. Okay. And this is why you have wisdom on how to get out of it, because you live in your truth and you're able to speak to the very human experience, or the very um human experience of success from failure, potentially, or to not even see failure as a negative, as a learning ability, as a truth in yourself, as a signal. Okay. And then how to take what you learn, that raw data that you get from a loss, and you work it into your life to strengthen up those areas of weakness so that you can be full. Okay. And Aquarius, if that was your experience, for some of you, I'm hearing that was you living in your truth now. You'll be able to speak to those things that you believed in your heart, because now you have the physical representation, the mental representation, the emotional, or the spiritual representation, okay, of what it meant to put yourself back on track and to make good use of your skills. Okay. It's like an you already went through initiation. Okay. And now things are flowing in. You got long-term wealth that's coming in. So I don't know if this is a job opportunity, but it's something that is consistent. It's not like a huge amount of money all the way up front. If it is a huge amount to some of us, right, it's something that then leads to consistency, because you have the Ace of Pentacles after the Knight of Pentacles. Or if you've been waiting for money to move a certain kind of way, or for your material world to start to take shape and form that makes you better capable to do the things you seek in this world, that's coming into formation for you. Okay. Very good time for you in Libra season, Aquarius. And I look forward to this, because the way I do these readings, when I look back at the all 12 zodiac signs, I look at how these things may be going on in the houses, right? And if Capricorn is being read a certain way, which is my sun sign, I'm a Sagittarius Capricorn, I take a look at that, but I also look at the other things that can maybe help me, okay, offset maybe what I'm experiencing from my actions, okay. And when I see this, not just for myself, but for other Capricorns or other Sagittariuses, this is what you stand to gain by bringing balance in your life as we flow into Aquarius. Now, if Aquarius was jacked up, I would have been like, everybody need to get their life together. But because Aquarius, again, represents the collective. So if I ramble for you guys, I'm teaching as well. So I'm sorry if I'm not typical tarot reader, but Aquarius represents the collective consciousness. So when we see this for Aquarius, look at where Aquarius is in your chart. While you're waiting for your sun reading, your moon reading, or your rising, look at where Aquarius is in your birth chart. What area of life does that affect you? And understand that this, what will take place for the sun sign, could be happening in that house. And it can offset anything else that may be challenging for you, okay? But yeah, Aquarius, this is confidence. This is certainty. Okay? Make sure that you remain flexible, and that you are really amping up your meditation efforts. Some of you may be going to some retreats in Sedona, Arizona, or having retreats. It's really a calling for you. You may be able to lead people in mantras. You may start to develop mantras. You may take a Reiki class, become a Reiki master. There's so many levels in which you can live in your truth and share your gifts and be in accordance with you know the cosmos, and be in alignment with the universe. Okay, and you're doing this and it's enriching yourself, but little do you know, those around you that's within your vibrational frequency also benefit from this. Okay, much love to my Aquariuses. All right, Pisces, you are next. In Pisces, you have I relate in peace. Okay, so Pisces, I relate in peace. Okay, so for for instance, your Jupiter sister or brother, Sagittarius, was told to, or guided, rather not told, but guided to look at opposing views. Okay. In this situation, you're being guided to relate that even if something is different than you hope, to find the peace and balance in that, to make peace with the things that you cannot change, and to find a way to relate to it so that you can, in a way, put yourself in that person's shoes or that group's shoes, or to have a greater understanding. Okay. This also says that I relate in peace. So what it is that you have to offer to the world could really be used, could really be heard and appreciated. Your wisdom this month in your communications have the opportunity for peace. Some of you literally may be making peace with certain enemies. Okay. Or agreeing to disagree. All right. It's almost like with Sagittarius too. It's like you're able to see both sides of the thing. Okay. And this is what allows you to take that higher view, that higher mind, and not return fire with fire. Of course, we protect ourselves. Someone's being rude to us, we do what we got to do because we don't allow disrespect. Even criticism should be respectful to the person, right, that's receiving it. But with this I relate in peace, this is where you find your favor, and this is where you are the most effective with your messages and with making things work. I heard. Okay, getting them to work. I ain't gonna even say making it work, just kind of going with the flow, but not going with the flow to your detriment. If something you sense isn't for you, you're going to be able to say, you know what, respectfully, thank you, but no thanks. Okay, I appreciate that, what you're trying to do, but that's not for me, and it will be received well. So don't be afraid to relate in peace. Okay, let's look at the cards. We have the Eight of Cups, we have the Star card, we have the Page of Cups, the World card, and the High Priestess. Okay, we have the Five of Wands. Okay, so listen, it's some behaviors and some beliefs that your newfound awareness your new station in life or the destination you're trying to get to, they require of you. Okay? And it's time to step into that. You will be ending some things, and it will be the best thing you could have done. This is about withdrawing so that you can get to your goals in life. This is about maybe not being so quick to give people your ideas, okay? To share where you're trying to go and what you're trying to build. For you this month, with the Five of Wands coming after the High Priestess, it is important for you to maintain your dreams, okay? It is a time to where if you can't relate, you can't relate. Okay, period. Give me just one moment because I want to go in on you, Pisces. One moment to everybody who's in. I am on Pisces. Give me a second. I'll be right back, okay? Okay, sorry about that, guys. Just had to take a quick one. Okay, so Pisces, bees, listen, you got people trying to scope your formula, trying to get, an up and up. And you may feel the energy of haters, right? But this is not about tapping into your lower self to then become like braggadocious. That's too, for where you're going, it's too low vibration, right? If you can't relate in peace, then you can't relate. No one needs to know your reasonings or why. Understand that this is going to be an exercise for you because things are going to start popping off and being very like cushy because you got Five of Wands, you got the Empress, the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, and the Sun card. You got some amazing things coming down the pipe. And you know what this is? This is an exercise in not giving advice or over helping if someone didn't ask for it, and having the willpower to not, criticize them for not taking your advice. Because it's kind of like you have an awareness that you had to make certain sacrifices and you had to have certain experiences take place in order to get where you're trying to go. So you don't have to engage with people who may be relating to you from a place of pain, and you don't have to prove nothing to them. You don't have to prove your wealth to them, your happiness in your relationship, or happiness with yourself. Okay? This is kind of having that old money energy, not the nouveau riche, which is new money, where when people have new money, right, or, whatever is new, they go ham on it, and they allow their wealth and riches to define who they are, right? And they lead with how much money they have, and they lead with how much range they have, and how popular they are, or how much influence they have, right? This is an exercise in being able to have all those things that people lie about, actually having access to it, and choosing not to feel the need to put people in their place, in a sense of, this is where I'm at, this is where you are, right? But from a place that is like looking down or casting down. You're being asked to step out of that part of yourself and understand that this just comes with the territory, and to not sully your victories with the attack of assholeism, right? Because you've been down and someone's challenging you, and you had to work yourself up, and now you can shit on them. This is saying that even though it's easy for you to do that, to practice discipline in that, to honor your accomplishments, so that they are seen as a beacon of hope instead of as a lack. Like it's a point of excellence that we should strive for in our own personal ways, but not that we are incapable of obtaining it, because we don't, because we ain't shit, like it's kind of one of those things. It's weird to really break it down, but a lot of times people will push your buttons, and you have to let them know, no, I am this, I have accomplished this, I got this, and you don't, and this is what you got. Okay? Because people who are hurting, again, they don't have nothing to lose. You do. So really exercising that ability, and this is not being humble for the sake of others, okay? This is not even engaging like a Beyonce move, okay? I'll talk about it through my accomplishments and not through getting with you, okay? I'll show you how to get on my level, but I don't have to get with you. Just watch the footwork kind of energy, That's what that's what this month will call for. You got a lot of positive things, a lot of things you are leaving out of. You are going into a higher echelon financially, emotionally, spiritually. And even though people have pissed you off maybe on your journey, counted you out, said you wouldn't do it, even with all of that, it's about standing in your love, in your success and your victory. Okay? Please fight the urge to be braggadocious this month. Okay? Just fight the urge. I know it's gonna be there. You're gonna feel like that's the way to do it. And some of you might even do it or already done did it. Okay? But understand this. It's more that it does not honor your hard work and your sacrifices to do so. It's beneath you, truly. Okay? And when you're sending out the frequency in the world that you want success, to then turn around and sully it, what does that say? Right? And that's all I'm saying. Like, what frequency does that continue to bring? And So fight that urge, because it's a very pivotal month for you. Y'all moving on up. Okay? And do it with style and with grace. Love you, Pisces. Next up is Aries. Aries, you have I achieve with integrity. Okay? I achieve with integrity. That's beautiful. Beautiful. That's really good. Now, this month, the sun is opposite you. Mars is retrograde in your sign. And you are being squared off by the position of Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto. And this message is very simple. Squares are learning curves, right? And I actually did not come up with that, okay? I was guided to learn more about how squares work in your chart. And I'll talk to you guys about, how I come to learn some things, okay? But I came to understand and was taught this through observation. Their squares absolutely can be a positive thing in one's life. And I really like the way that this energy is going for you, Aries, because this means that as long as you are keeping it real and you are what you say you are, you're going to fare just fine in meeting your goals, some of your wishes this month, and some of your concerns, all of that good stuff. Okay? I'm going to try to shorten these readings up, y'all, just a little bit, but I hope y'all are enjoying my effort. Some of these things I don't understand how they're coming to me, so I hope that you do. Okay? But I really feel that with the I achieve with integrity, you may be faced with things that test you, Aries, and it would seem easier to do something that's out of character or not the character that you present. I'm going to tell you right now that you don't have to burden yourself with that. You can do things the right way this month and it works for you. Now, I don't care what life done shown you. You can feel free that if you stand on your square, whatever that is, however that manifests, no matter whatever it is, challenges, conflicts, whatever, as long as you operate within integrity, you got it. Okay? Let's break this overview down for Libra season. We have the Magician card. We have the Nine of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Three of Cups, and then the Hierophant. I'm going to say this right here. If you don't have, listen, if you got to be confused about some shit, Aries, then it's a lie somewhere in it. Okay? If there's any confusion on something, then it's a lie somewhere in it. Don't worry yourself with this Nine of Swords, okay? If you see that it's a losing battle to engage, then this right here, this month is going to bring that to you. Okay? This is truly about operating in a place of effective energy. Where is my energy best used? With the Magician card, it's almost like in the Nine of Swords, don't worry about loss. Like this worry here is what's bothering me, because the Magician here, the Two of Wands and the Three of Cups, this energy in the Hierophant, this energy in which that's around you is awesome. But somewhere you have anxiety. Do you have Do you, I mean, some of you like have survivor's guilt? Do some of you feel like maybe your good fortune, it, like you weren't, like you're not worthy of it? Like what's tea? Okay. Okay. It's just one of these things where you're worried about how you come off. You don't want to come off like, you're spoiled, or like you too wealthy, or you too good, and you're worried about the way you come off, when all you got to do is walk with integrity. Like, listen, let me tell you something. I can be very polarizing when I want to be, okay? I can be very argumentative. I can be very, all of that, right? And some. But what I have learned is that when you speak from your truth, whether right, wrong, or goddamn indifferent, people feel you from where you coming from. They even understand where you are at emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And you shouldn't be ashamed of where you are on your development. So what if you don't quite understand the ins and outs, or this, that, and the third? You deserve the opportunities that you have because you were willing to take the risk. Okay? And you have to address this inner guilt and overcome yourself. Like, overcome your own, criticism, self-criticism. This month. This is really interesting. It's like, don't beat yourself down, and stop, like I was talking to Pisces, and I asked Pisces to not sully their victories with, kind of throwing onto their competition their accomplishments, because where they're going, they won't have to do that, because where Pisces is going to be, that's going to say it all, right? But for you, it's like, hmm it's weird. I really don't understand this energy. I hope I'm making sense to you. But whatever it is that you have been able to obtain for yourself, you don't got to prove it to nobody. If you shining, it's because you have done things in your life to move the winds of, or hands of time in that favor. And you need to embrace your accomplishments, and don't be hard on yourself. You're too hard on yourself about your relationships, and how relationships them panned out, and all of this other stuff. Like, you measuring yourself from who you used to be versus who you are now. And what I don't want you to do is to give way to self-sabotage. Give yourself the permission to evolve. Okay? For some of you, this may even mean that if you're earning more money, you may feel a need to want to spend that money because you feel uncomfortable, like it's going to go away. And it's here to stay. And this is an opportunity for you to manage your wealth better. Some of you are judging your readiness for love, and you are like, you got things going on in the material world that's working in your favor, but because something's going on in your love relationships, you allowing that to taint your view on yourself and who you are. Okay? Some of you are afraid for some of you who are Aries female, some of you, or Aries male, some of you actually are afraid to move forward with someone else who's on the same level as you, if not higher, financially or education wise, standing or whatever. Okay? And some of you have bagged somebody and you feel like you can't, like, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. We'll get more into it. I'm hoping that I get to your monthly reading, but it's almost like you feel like you are not deserving of something. And that's not true. Okay? You made the sacrifices. You did the thing. You risked your name. You risked a lot of things to have things move in your favor. You risked your reputation. For some of you, you left a relationship to pursue a dream. You are searching for reasons why this thing won't be permanent or won't move forward. And that's putting you in a vibration that is not true to what's actually happening. You have the opportunity to inspire others and to have love, but you got to get out of the survivor's guilt, Aries, okay? And furthermore, stop measuring up yourself against other people. It works in two ways. You can measure yourself up and you can stifle yourself because you feel like you don't have what it takes. Or you could feel, again, bad that you have good luck because you see someone else and you feel like they're so much more talented than you, and you don't understand why it works for you but not them, and that makes you feel insecure in your ability to keep growing. Either way it goes, this is not where we want to be. Okay? All right? I'm going to really have to do another read. I may have to do Aries along with Libra. So Aries, y'all are coming up. It's so much that I have to say to Aries, and I just feel like I can't get it out. I will be here another hour because I can see the conflict there. But let's keep it moving. Okay. Sorry, guys. Again, I go in on some topics and then I keep it moving. The next up is Taurus, and it says, I respect the property of others. Okay? I respect the property of others. It's almost like this month, Taurus, in the month Libra season and going into Scorpio season, the sun will be directly opposite you once we get into Scorpio season. It's like, in order to maintain balance in your life, okay, you can respect someone else's grind because you respect your grind, right? You can respect the things outside of yourself because you have the respect of the things that you have, right? It's also, too, because you have value in self, you can understand someone else's value. It's like a mirror, okay? The month of October may be a mirror. How you treat yourself is how people will treat you, and how you treat others is how people will treat you. Like, how you treat yourself and how you treat others will be the experience that you have, okay? In some fashion. Okay. I'm also getting another word. Try not to enforce your beliefs, Taurus, too much. Okay. On others, or have others force their beliefs on you. Okay. This is what I'm getting. Let's get into it. Eight of Swords. Oh. And sorry about that. I had to cough and I didn't want to go right into the microphone. You have the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. The Six of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. So, Eight of Swords. And I can see that. This is very similar to the Capricorn reading. So if you are a Taurus who plays this back or that's listening right now, you might want to rewind and listen to the Capricorn energy, because that is your fellow earth sign, and whatever's going on in Capricorn or whatever's going on in you, you guys are trining each other and really kind of sending easy energy back and forth, and y'all got some heavy planets between the both of you. Okay. The Eight of Swords, just like Capricorn, this is about getting out of your own way. Okay. This is about being clear as a bell. Taurus, you have security and you have the opportunity to move forward. You have things that you are going to have to stand on that are your truths. Okay. But it's almost like with this Ace of Pentacles, what you stand to gain here is forward mobility, but not by yourself, with a helping hand. And this is about allowing and finding value in the many different resources around you. Okay. Don't let someone, if you have been a resource for other people, do not. This month is going to bring to you an understanding of not allowing someone to use you up and your resources up and devalue you. But this also says the same for you not to take the resources you have for granted. Okay? This is like really seeing how blessed you are. Like that message, Libra season message that I had, where it's like finding something that you have and reaffirming that love, falling in love with with what you have, your energy, your source energy. Because when you value yourself, it teaches people how to value you. And you got opportunities coming. But at the beginning of the month, you may be blinded about just how cushy things could be for you, like financially. This is an opportunity for you to rebuild your legacy. Yes, you've had some changes happen. You've had probably some tower moments. But this is about overcoming even your own mind, so you can see the way forward. In a way, it's having clarity. Okay, I just really feel like, Taurus, where other people may need to be, maybe a little more reserved, you need to actually be open to help. Some people may not feel comfortable with receiving help, but you have people, or you have organizations, or you have resources that you're not tapping into because you don't think that it's appropriate to say that you need help in these areas. I'm not quite understanding this, Taurus, and this is not the way to look at it. It's like some of you may be thinking that if I reach out for help, this makes me look as if I can't do it on my own, and that's not true, because you bring value, because you're valuable. That's why people are willing to help you, because it actually can produce something. But when you don't value yourself and you don't see how you can add to others, then you don't know how to come to the bargaining table, and you may avoid help, right? Because you feel ashamed that you aren't able to do it all on your own. This is using a little more Scorpio energy. You're being guided to use that energy. Scorpio energy is about other people's money. Okay, the sun will be there, transiting there right now, and you have access to resources of people to help you with jobs, with your home, whatever it is financially that you need. You just need to open your mouth. Okay, you got the Queen of Pentacles, and then you have energies within you too that are trying to bring innovation. The Ace of Swords brings new ideas and innovation. Okay, I'm going to definitely say, if you are Taurus right now, definitely ask for, you may want to meditate with your third eye and your crown chakra and get unblocked, so that you can see your raw talent, and you will feel more comfortable and more confident to allow those who can help, so that you bring your resources and they bring their resources, and you make something amazing, and you continue your journey to building your legacy. The Wheel of Fortune, after the Three of Wands, your ships are coming in. Okay, don't be afraid to say that you need help with money management. Don't be afraid to say you need help with a project. Don't be afraid to ask for help in knowing how to do a thing, because you got an idea that could really take off, right? This is about not being ashamed of where you are, because you are confident with what you bring and you know your value. When you don't know your value, you kind of limit yourself in a way. You can get to where you're trying to go a lot faster. Respect the property of others. People coming to you to collaborate, to make some shit rake or shake. Respect that and take them up on that offer. Okay? If anything, that's going to fortify your dreams. All right? As far as relationships, I'm not getting a lot of love energy at the moment. Okay? At the moment. But we'll talk about it, okay? We'll get into some things, Taurus, because this has been, I think that Uranus is really teaching all Taurus and Sun, Moon, and Rising things that we didn't know in ourselves, and things are changing so rapidly, and that could make you feel unsettled. Okay, I'm just gonna say, hop on the wave, and don't be afraid to ask for help. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of enterprising, okay, and having the ability to bring people together to get some things done. If you got a business idea, an education idea, if you got an idea for your workplace, for your personal life, this is the time to get in on it, okay? Yeah, okay? That's what I got. All right. So Gemini is up next. Gemini, you have the card I can be trusted. Okay? Gemini, it's like we have the feather of Mayat in the middle of the hand. Okay? And it is balance. I can be trusted. You operate in a frequency this month to where we work on several things, but most importantly, we work on trusting yourself, because when you trust yourself, people will trust you. Okay? You won't have to prove anything. You won't have to show it. It's a vibration. The proof will be in everything that's around you, the quality of your life, everything. Knight of Swords, Four of Wands, King of Wands, the Chariot card, and the Six of Wands. We have the Tower card at the bottom of the deck, and I don't think it's a bad thing. Okay? I think Gemini fares well with sudden changes because it activates or exercises Gemini's versatility and quickness and adaptability. Okay? Gemini. Okay? It is what it is. You're going to be living in your truth, speaking your truth, or you will be encouraged to do so. Okay? This is about not holding back. Okay? Feeling free to be as authentic as you want to be and to be pioneering. I'm going to say that right there. And helping people understand some level of complexity in life. Okay? Gemini. Gemini, this month is about I can be trusted. And you are going to be speaking your truth with this Knight of Swords, okay? And blowing up the scene left to motherfucking right, okay? This is a way for you to secure yourself, okay? You are going to be moved to action this month. You may, it's like you don't have no fear. Gemini gives no fucks in the month of in the month of October. Okay, I'm just gonna say going from Libra season. With this, you could be dealing with you have the King of Wands, fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You have the Chariot, Cancer energy here. You have the Four of Wands and the Six of Wands, which talks about victory. Four of Wands talks about the actions that bring people together to celebrate growth, to celebrate what it is that you have, what you are presenting, and celebrate yourself and be celebrated with this King of Wands here. These can signal people that are in your life, but it can signal, honey, how you showing up. Okay? And you can be trusted because you are speaking your absolute, unadulterated peace. And doing so for you, Gemini, is liberating, and it is going to make you very successful. Okay? This means that flaws and all. Because when you're truthful, like when we say, like what people, I have a Gemini rising. What people don't understand is that when you're very honest about your own self, I tell people all the time, listen, I let you know who I am. And if I can be honest about my accomplishments and shortcomings, and I can check myself, then you know that there's no room that exists with me for me to tolerate any kind of fake bullshit from you on any level. Because I'm keeping it real and open about myself. So if I know myself, then I know the world in a way. And this is not about you exposing nothing. This is about you being bold. Being a Gemini, you are a conversation starter right now. And I'm going to tell you, the way you're coming in is going to feel uncomfortable as hell. Like people gonna say it's worst timing. Again, we have the Tower card. The Tower card is ruled by is Uranus and Scorpio, but it's a Martian like energy, and it's all of a sudden. It's like combining Mars, Uranus, and Pluto all at once, right? However, this is the catalyst to you walking in the sun and being celebrated for your authenticity. This is not about cutting someone else down, but it is about being a person who stands in their truth. So, like I said, you're going to be looking good, smelling good, celebrated, right? So you might as well come out and be authentic as possible. Feel free to share your ideas, no matter how polarizing they may be. Where you may have been afraid to express yourself, you may find that it brings success to you. Okay? The Knight of Swords can sometimes speak without tact, right? But right now the circumstances may call for you to say it like it is, okay? And do so with as much diplomacy as you can. You will have the sun is trining your energy, Gemini. So you have access to the diplomacy of your sister or brother sign Libra. So utilize it, okay? I see this working out for you even in your employment. For some of you, this is going to do wonders for your confidence. And when you're confident mentally and emotionally, then it feels like you can take on the world, right? Don't be afraid to get nobody together this month, all right? But understand, if you're going out for any kind of public position, if you are a personality, okay, your honesty will be appreciated, okay? But also mind the diplomacy of the thing, but I can be trusted. And the way we do that is by being authentic, you know? Unapologetically authentic to ourselves. All right. I love you, Gemini. We're moving on to Cancer. Okay. All right. Cancer, you have I praise the goddess and the God. Okay. This is about the divine masculine and the divine feminine in yourself and in the world. Okay. For some of you, you've been operating in the masculine, and it's hard for you to embrace the feminine or vice versa. Okay. This month here, it's about bringing balance into that. And the sun is squaring you. But if you go back to the Aries energy, I spoke about how that can work to your benefit. Okay. I praise the goddess and the god, the dark and the light. Okay. We have the Seven of Cups, the Devil card, the Six of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Okay. This could be a very, very hot tempered month for you. You have opportunities. Okay. Left and right. Okay. Manifestation. Okay. So listen, lots of sexual energy for Cancer. It looks like for some of you, if you are actively dating, okay, you will have opportunities. You have the Devil card here, which talks about excess, but it can also speak to when we praise the goddess and the god, it is respecting our dark nature or our dark and our light nature. Okay. This is also becoming comfortable within our limitations and understanding how we can free ourselves. The necessary things that have to happen to bring balance on this earth plane require dark and light, right? So this is you honoring the good and the bad, your good self and your bad self, okay? Um and having the ability to reach a place of peace for yourself. Okay, this is breaking away from negative habits too. Some of you, this is an opportunity for love. It is. Now, you are going to be triggered potentially when it comes to love. Okay, this month with the Queen of Swords and the Strength card. You may want to hold on to some notions, and this may be something that you do without even knowing, where you have your walls so up, okay, that nobody can get through, or you settle for something that doesn't work for you. It's kind of like a slick way of self-sabotaging, because you know what to expect in a situation. So you figure, well, I already know this kind of person. I'm comfortable with that. And I'm going to tell you to strive more, to don't choose based on what you feel you deserve. Choose based on what you know that you need. Like don't choose based on low vibration right now, okay? Or what you think you can get, okay? This is not about forcing love. This is about easy balance. It's about recognizing what is a limitation and what you are addicted to, or what is a toxic trait of yours, because you're going to have many opportunities to either indulge in that which is toxic for you or not. Again, it says I praise the goddess and the god. So again, this month could show you again your deeper self, your darker self, your lower vibrational self, and your higher self. But I'm letting you know that what is to be learned with this Queen of Swords, which is again represents Libra energy, that's at the bottom of the deck, is how do you move forward from your own addictions and your own toxicity. This is about facing it. It's about accepting it, not being ashamed of it, learning how to temper it, to command your dark and light energies, not overly indulge or self-medicate in certain belief systems or practices that keep you imbalanced. Like I said, you have many options, many cups to drink from. But this is the opportunity to overcome a need to take it down through debauchery. Like it's overcoming self sabotage, because we are afraid of the good things coming in. We're afraid of things actually working for us, okay? Maybe we feel on some level, again, this is the best I'm going to do. Let me take this. This is what I deserve. And it's like nursing some kind of self-limiting, self-defeating belief system that doesn't serve you, okay? The positive things that I see this month, again, you have a way to move out of frustration and illusions and disillusionments, to see the clarity in it, to make it all make sense, to no longer be ashamed of your past, to understand that your past is who made you, but to not be slave to the past. Okay? Yep. Don't feel like he or she is out of your league also. All right? I'm just going to say that right there. Okay? Okay. Next up. Cancer, that was an interesting read. That right there is was so interesting to me, because it's kind of like, damn, that's crazy. It's like at one moment, I don't know, it's like your key to breaking free in a situation is fully accepting everything, and still with that, like no guilt. Like no guilt. Okay? Everything happens for a reason. No guilt. It's complete honesty. You may have somebody that comes to you with that, but this is just you were having the permission to restore your confidence, to be confident. Interesting. So anyhow, let's move on to Leo. I keep my own counsel. Okay? Leo, I keep my own counsel. We're almost done, y'all. And with Virgo. So Leo, you are being told or being guided to deepen that relationship with your own counsel. If you're feeling uninspired about something, Leo, right now, maybe a creative block, it won't be long, okay? That you'll be shaking it off here really soon. We have the World card, we have the Eight of Cups, we have the King of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and then the Ace of Wands. Okay, you too, maybe it's in this month. Listen, Leo, it's gonna be easy this month for you to get stuck in your head, okay? Some of you are in a position of authority. You are making some things happen, but you don't know what to do or which way to go, and you may be feeling creatively stuck a little bit. I'm going to tell you that this is you're coming out of this, okay? um I can see why this told you I keep my own counsel. This kind of got deep a little bit. So why are you so fixed right here? What's going on with Leo? Leo, you got a lot of Aquarius energy. You got the King of Swords here. Okay. Right now, Leo, try different things. Okay, it's a new setup. Be open to trying different things, and do not become limited. It's through you trying different things, whether communicating different ways, that you'll be able to break out of this kind of block. Some of you feel blocked in love. Like you have the like I'm seeing a theme here. Damn. Okay, so it's like you have these new changes, but there's a sense of fear that I'm getting from my Leos. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm going to say it the best way that I can. I think some of you could really, really do some shadow work right now and get in touch with your spirit guides. Okay? Something has taken place, and it's not that you doubt yourself. I think that it's something that challenges you, and you're starting to don't buy into the idea that you can't, that you're not going to be able to whew, rise to the occasion, child. Shit. Leo, why is this indecision here? Now, Leo, your reading is very confusing to me because you are blocked mentally. Okay. This month right here, I think that you guys are feeling this right now because this shit is strong. Let me lay out one more. Let me lay one out because I'm seeing like stop start stop start. Some of you got relationships that's on some stop start kind of shit because it's something about you're not paying attention to your intuition. You're doing what you think you should do and not what you feel you should do. And this is stifling your creativity. It's stifling, it's stifling you. Like it's very weird. It's like you trying to plead with other people and you don't need to. You explaining to people and you don't need to explain. You just need to show up in your truth because you are getting, if you felt it in your heart, that's all that you needed. If you felt it in your spirit and in your intuition, that was all that you needed. And it's like, I think that Leo, you might be feeling maybe some pressures of people giving you unsolicited advice. I'm thinking, well, child, if you listen to this right here, this ain't unsolicited advice. She came here for it. Let me put another spread for this month for Leo, because Leo, that came through all weird. Okay, this is when the Leo reading starts right here, because it's like I kept seeing, like it's like I'm seeing somebody who's stepping on their own feet. Okay, the Eight of Swords shows up again. The Knight of Pentacles. Leo, this month, I'm going to say this right here. Your efforts, okay, they pay off, okay? They do. But for whatever reason, you are taking in everyone else's opinion of what you should and you should not do. And you got to stick with your own intuition right now. It's like, if I would tell you to do any kind of work, I would say do clarity work. If you do any shadow work, work with clarity and try not to fall into illusions. Okay, your own illusions or that of another. Okay, there is forward movement, but this month right here, save your money. I would definitely tell you to save your money, save your assets. You will get a return on your investment. Do not expect the returns to come immediately. And that's what I think the stopping and starting is. It's like if you sent that text message, if you did something romantically, listen, it's not going to, like, whoever you're dealing with doesn't respond quickly. Okay? And you may have a tendency this month that if you don't get an immediate response, then you take it personally and as if it's a knock on something that you're doing. And it's not that, it just isn't time for something to move forward. So that's why the cards are going to, I keep my own counsel, because you have the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. This right here, this little branch right here says that you may feel limited, and because you're blindfolded or blinded here by your thoughts, you may feel a lack somewhere, like you out in the cold, because you're not getting a response. You're hoping for something, but because you're not getting the immediate response, it's throwing you off. And all of this is you waiting for something external to happen instead of being patient with yourself and following your intuition. You're going to be guided with the Page of Pentacles and the Hanged Man to go within. And when you go within, we got the Six of Swords and the Six of Wands. Okay? If you are trying to push a narrative right now, it's not going to move forward before it's time. Okay? And this season may be teaching you to see that something's not ready to go and you're pushing it forward and it's not ready. Okay? It's not ready. It's not ready. And you're going to be thankful that you didn't do it when you were going to do it. Because something you're going to learn with this Page of Pentacles and with the Hanged Man, the Page of Pentacles is learning a process of how to use one's resources. Resources being the Pentacles. And with the Hanged Man, this is someone who is going into isolation, or I would say, because it's represented by Pisces, this is someone who is taking time to really go over and gain wisdom and clarity, meaning that you can't move forward and you can't go back. You stand still for a moment until you get awareness of everything that's around you. Again, I keep my own counsel, connected to your higher self, to the universe. And it's when you connect and you surrender to the universe and you surrender to the process, that's when the way forward out of the stress with the Six of Swords and the success and the accolades with the Six of Wands takes place. Okay? So you may be impatient right now, but I'm going to tell you right now, all you're going to do is frustrate yourself. Take a moment, tap in spiritually to find out why that relationship didn't move forward, why this didn't do. Listen, take this time to garner and download the wisdom of what the lesson is, because as soon as you download that, you're going to see your way forward. You're going to have a smooth way to get to where you're going, and you're going to have success on the other end of that. Okay? So just slow down and be honest. Your anxiety levels are high right now. Very high. Okay? And I can understand it. You have a square to your energy from Uranus and Taurus. Okay? I get it. But it's like once you address the anxieties and you go within, that's what pulls the blindfold off and pulls back the curtain, and you see your way forward. Okay, I hope that makes sense, Leo. I love you guys. Okay, again, this is just the Libra season overview. All right. Okay, last but not least, Virgo. We are ending with Virgo. We went Libra through Virgo. I communicate with compassion. I'm sorry. Virgo, I communicate with compassion. Okay. So this month, that will be that's the wisdom. I communicate with compassion. Let's shuffle the cards more. King of Swords, Queen of Wands, the High Priestess, Eight of Pentacles, and the Justice card. You got a lot of Libra energy, and the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck here, okay? So we have the King of Swords, we have the Queen of Wands, okay? Then the High Priestess in the middle here. I'm going to say this right here. Try to, this month, you have an understanding, you're very clear on things. Some things is you're not ready to speak on, okay? I communicate with compassion right now. Virgo, some things are hidden to you, okay? Some things you don't know the full story about, okay? And this month is about allowing or fostering an environment in a way and working on that environment to allow for exchange that you may normally wouldn't entertain in a way, okay? This is very, very weird. When I look at these cards here, it's like however you handle a situation that's coming up really, really is going to shine forward, okay? You may have people come to you with some information. It can be gossip. It can be other people's secrets. It may be something that you pick up that other people don't know. And the most effective way here is working on your environment that allows an easy flow of understanding. You're showing up here in this reading, Virgo, but you are in a very weird place right now. And what I mean by that is that depending on what you react to or what someone reacts to with you, right? It's almost like if you're trying to get something to move forward, you want to keep things level-headed this month. Okay? This is definitely a time in which everyone wants to be right. Okay? And you have the answers. But you're going to be challenged on how you offer up the answers, in other words, right? It's just to keep it simple. And this may be something you have to work on. Maybe you see, like for instance, if you're in a relationship with someone and you may learn this month because you want to deepen the connection, you may learn how you may come off to someone. or you may be able to help other people understand how they come off and how that limits and holds up progress. Okay? I would say if you're connected to a Libra or Sagittarius, Aquarius, Leo. Okay? If you are connected to these signs, okay, you could bring balance to the situation, speaking with common sense, and solve the arguments and or the fights. Okay? By coming from a place of compassion. Man, some of y'all are going to really be open to somebody's secrets are being exposed to you, Virgo. Majorly. Like you will be able to calculate a lot about, and it may be information that you may have not been ready for, too. But again, the purpose of this is so that you have more compassion. You're able to make your judgments more fairly. There's a human element to this. Okay? Yeah. Before you act this month, Virgo, understand that there's more to there's more going on than what meets the eye. Okay? And if you want to know more, be ready for the truth. Okay? To be revealed to you. Some things may have to be rebuilt in a relationship or in your personal life. But it actually is just like this is what you need. You need to this type of launch pad, this type of foundation is what I'm getting. Okay. Wow. Justice goes in your favor too. Okay. So really, to be honest with you, it's not that you have to fight or try hard. It would work against you to do so. Right now, lead from a place of compassion, Virgo, just to avoid being stagnated, because you're going to see, like, again, it's going to be easy for you if you were to go off on somebody because of what you find out, right? But it's not going to be effective for the overall good of the situation. By learning the things that you learn about people or your circumstance, though it may be exposing, let it allow you to understand or have compassion more. Okay? And relate in that way. Because you will, it's a lot of people around you, a lot of people talking. Okay? Lots of things. And I want you to be more of an observer this month, more than anything. Okay? Just to not get pulled into somebody else's mess. Okay? Somehow this is really about at work. If somebody's doing something, people have opinions, people gossiping or whatever, you observe it, and from a place of maybe developing, working on a solution, but don't get in the mix with these people. Okay? All right? So that's what I'm getting for you, Virgo. All right? As an overview, also too, by you leading with a solution, it will only further cement you as a person who knows what they're talking about and is valuable. Okay? And that is a necessity to whatever ecosystem you may find yourself revolving around right now. Okay? approach everything from a, the point of view of observing and offering a solution, if anything. Okay? But yeah, you will be learning some shit that you didn't know about people. And try to allow that to help you understand the humanity in them more than anything. Okay? The root of why or someone or something is the way it is. All right? All right, y'all. I love y'all. This has been a long reading. I've been on here almost 3 hours, 2.5 hours. I love y'all. Hope you enjoyed the reading. And I will talk to y'all soon. Peace.